We actually had plans to call us a different game, but we couldn't get into that lobby, so we're in this one. I think both games would have been very good, but I'm happy to be in this one as I think it's a bit more exciting than the other game, maybe. Either way, I think these teams have a lot of practice with each other, and this is the lower bracket. Oh, no. Actually, yes, it's the lower bracket, and I don't know if this is the last match before you get in?
Yes, basically the winner of this goes into Division 1.
Yeah, and Division 1 is that league that feeds into MLG, so everybody here wants to win, and yeah, that's about all we can say. Now, we got some pretty standard bans coming out. I feel like the SF is, what's the right way to say this? I don't know how good he really is. I know he comes online very early, but he is banned almost every game. It just feels like everybody knows how to play him.
I think if you're Dire, you almost have to ban it. He's so much stronger on Radiant to back his own camps, and he doesn't force to rotate.
Yeah.
So even if he has a bad time, he can still recover. And they basically nerfed a lot of the really good mid heroes without really buffing anybody else. And Shadow Fiend was left untouched.
So, I know.
If you...
Oh, you were saying?
No, it's okay.
Yeah. No, I completely agree with you. It's like, I think that it's very true. Ember Spirit also got similar treatment, where a lot of the mids were nerfed, and Ember Spirit wasn't touched. So, he also is commonly banned. And the Night Stalker, of course. Yeah, he gets...
Oh, this is interesting.
Really?
A lot of... Basically, a lot of teams, ever since the past first games of the Frankfurt Major, everybody's been banning Slaughter and Dazzle in the first round. Isurus is the first team to let them have the combo.
Now, I think... Oh.
About like 10 games or so.
Yeah, there's been a lot of people banning out Slaughter. We've been seeing him let through occasionally. I think the problem was they were worried about the mid power coming out of Smash. I don't know... I know you've played against them, so you felt Smash's mid, but like, there's a lot of there's a lot of the times people ban against players, and I think they just don't want to deal with Smash's mid heroes. So, but Slaughter Dazzle, that is a combo to play against, right? You're gonna all go down super easily on Isurus.
Yeah, honestly, I think it's EVO's strongest combos. They've basically won every single game they've been allowed to do this. Because having this combo forces you to truly have a real tri-lane, as you have to keep your 3 heroes in the safe lane at all times, because as soon as somebody's gone, they get to jump on you and instantly blow you up with the heal bomb.
So, the other thing I love about this lineup is that I think Isurus, for all their choices, has done a decent job. While Templar Assassin doesn't like Slaughter just because, you know, you turn invisible, you don't want to be revealed, I feel like Wyvern is really good against both Slaughter and Dazzle, since Dazzle's entire toolkit is physical, and Slaughter relies a lot on, also his Slithering Crush is physical as well. So Cold Embrace will save people, but there's going to be other magic most likely coming out of E-Wolf's lineup.
Yeah, Witcher Wyvern's pretty good to kick back the aggression, at least, but... As you did say, it's not nice as Templar Assassin because you meld ability, but at the same time, often like Slaughter can't really stay around you because they'll have the extra damage from sprint. Templar Assassin already deals with like an immense amount of damage.
Yeah.
So often he'll go for the crush and he has to get out right after or he'll get blown up by the TA.
Yeah, definitely. So we've got Undying. Oh, okay. This is actually interesting, the Alk right here. Normally I'm used to seeing him picked when you already know you're going to pick some heroes that he can potentially give an Ags to. Of course, Dazzle gets a great Aghanims upgrade, and Dazzle's never a hero who can farm it. But Slaughter, maybe not one who's going to benefit from this. I also assume it's the offlane Slaughter. I assume it's not a safe lane carry.
No, I believe this is the offlane Slaughter. They're offlane. He's not wearing his name right now, but he's called Stinger.
Yeah, it's Stinger. Yeah, it should be when we load in it'll show it, or maybe it won't. Sometimes it shows it, sometimes it doesn't, because even though they tagged up, welcome to Dota, and Isurus responded with an IO. I really like this just because I feel like you have to repeatedly gank Alk. Like, even... You can't ever stop focusing on him. He's a bit like a Spectre. So.
Pretty interesting. Isurus seem really confident in giving E-Wolves everything that E-Wolves want. I don't know if this confidence stems from the fact that this is the Brazil game. Brazil server game.
I wonder how much that really impacts what their thought process is. I know E-Wolves, as I would say both Isurus and E-Wolves are very experienced teams, and I'm sure they've had a lot of practice playing on those different servers. And, I don't know, I feel like E-Wolves has picked full minus armor, and picking an IO into that a bit questionable, you know? So, a little bit surprised.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think he'll be particularly vulnerable to just getting one-shotted and Slaughter or stun heal bomb.
Yeah, and is Slaughter Slithering Crush? It has a huge AoE. It's not quite enough, I think, to always stun both the tethered unit and the IO, but if they're close at all, you can get both. Like, Slithering Crush is huge.
Yeah, it'll be a pretty rough game for whoever's playing IO. I wish him great luck.
Yeah, these relocates are gonna be tough once the Slaughter gets up Blink or Force Staff, and now it's a tiny... This is the combo. I expected the Templar Assassin to be mid, but I guess she might go safe lane, or maybe IO Tiny also in safe lane. Do you think it's better to run the mid or safe?
I think it's pretty good to run... I mean, I don't think... I think they're in a really bad spot, honestly. Looking at the draft, I'm just trying to figure out what would be less worse.
You mean for Isurus?
Yeah, for us... Tiny's really vulnerable to missing armor.
Yeah.
There's a ton of armor there. I mean, it's never fun to lane against Alchemists. Not good if you're TA because of the dot damage from acid spray. Not especially good because IO can't damage. At least you can help Tiny sustain it. I think would be something.
Yeah. So I think that it's gonna be... I actually, if I were Isurus, would dodge the dual mid, because as you pointed out, I think Alk just has too much of a field day with that. And Templar Assassin, yeah, you have to get a couple of levels in Sideblades, but I think she should have good deny game, at least early levels, because the Alk kind of relies on Acid Spray to zone her, and it feels like she can still get denies in Acid Spray, but I could be wrong on that.
Yeah, but at the same time, I think she would be really vulnerable to Bounty Hunter rotating in the early game, especially if, yeah, the Orb of Venom, the Acid Spray, that's... Like, her refraction will go down really fast. I don't think she will be able to be as aggressive as she wants to be.
Yeah. And it
Can't
feels...
say I really understand why they banned Undying there. Like, they already had the Slaughter and the Dazzle, I think.
Yeah,
they would know.
I think they thought it was actually going to be Slaughter Undying lane, as you pointed. Like, I think they thought the Dazzle was for the safe lane farmer. So, and again, they pick the Bounty Hunter, which doesn't have an Ags upgrade this Alk can feed him. This is going to be fighting Alk. I've seen a couple of these. I have a preferred build. I really like the Blink Abyssal, but I know a lot of people like either Solar Crest or Straight Radiance for... not Solar Crest anymore since it got nerfed. I know a lot of people like Straight Radiance, maybe into a Heart. So...
Yeah, that's a pretty nice build. One of the players, I think it was Banana Slam Jam, he was telling me it's kind of awkward. Because you don't really hit hard, you just sort of run at people.
And you
just
hope
run
you hit
at them
fast.
and you go hug them and you're like, take my radiance damage, but you hit really slow for not a lot of damage.
I actually really like that they picked minus armor with an Alk. Of course, he has extra minus armor with Acid Spray, but as you point out, you don't hit hard. But with minus 10 armor on someone, you're hitting it for reasonable.
Yeah, I really think Isurus is in a big pickle. And on top of that, on top of giving up Alchemist, it's a Radiant Alchemist, so even if he does, for some reason, terribly in lane, he's able to stack his camp.
Yeah. And again, a Windrunner. Now, I'm not sure if this is a safe lane farming Alk all of a sudden. It's like... I I think E-Wolves is very flexible. I think they're going to try to determine where the Io Tiny is and bring some hate to that lane, but not sure. So,
I think it's going to be Van playing it. A lot of times it will give Van a hero that's sort of a mid-hero.
And then just send him to... Oh, sorry, he's safe laning. Yeah. Just make him safe lane with a mid-hero. Good luck.
I mean, he plays Queen of Pain, he plays
he does.
These types of heroes. So I think what they want to do is basically they realize that with Bounty Hunter, he can't really hold the lane. Dazzle's going to be top, so he needs a hero that can be alone. At least that's what I think that's going to happen.
Yeah.
Smash is still going to be the Alchemist.
Yeah, and now for Isurus, it feels like they need a great offlaner. I think Clockwork, I don't actually know what you do against an Alk or a Slaughter, right? It feels like a lot of the decent offlaners, you can't go Phoenix. Alk can get rid of that guy. You try to go the Alk, I'm worried you have a bad time because they just minus armor you. Not Alk. You try to go the Clockwork, you hookshot in, you get minus armored, you're dead.
Yeah, this is pretty rough.
I'm expecting you to like be like, no, this hero is brilliant, and then you're like, nah, it looks horrible for us.
I don't know what would look good. Oh, Earthshaker.
Yeah. Now, I find this to be super interesting. Yeah, Echo. We've all seen huge Echo Slams. We've all seen those change the game. But okay, Alk isn't super tanky. He actually doesn't have great strength growth. But Slaughter is. Dazzle has stuff like Shallow Grave or the Heal Bomb that you blink in, maybe you get heal bombed.
Looks like you're right. That's actually runner mid and farming alchemist.
Yeah, I've seen Smash. Oh, we've all seen Smash's Windrunner. It's pretty damn good. I like it, but I also haven't seen very much Bounty Hunter since he got nerfed in the patch. So I'm really interested to see how he does as well. And yeah, we'll be getting into this just based on these two lineups. I'm pretty sure you're favoring E-Wolves.
Yeah. No offense to Isurus, I just think the draft is much stronger.
I also favor E-Wolves, but do know that, you know, anything can happen with a tiny IO. It's one of the few teams that can play from, like, a 15 net worth deficit and still win games because of Tiny's pushed out power. But I don't know how they're going to get farm. Either way, I'm going to start by introducing Isurus or Isurus. Do you know which way it's pronounced? I have no idea. I'm not...
Isurus.
It's Isurus. Oh, okay. And Amber's claiming it's Isurus, so I have to listen to her. I live with her, so yeah. We've got Ruffy on that IO. Focus on Templar Assassin, who I think is actually Pepita. Again, they're not tagged up. Algodonchan on Tiny. Van, who may in fact be Knuckles, and then their offlaner for Isurus, who is rockin' Link Fox, but I'm not actually 100% sure what his real name is, because I'm forgetting it right now, who their actual offlaner is. And tossing it over to you to introduce E-Wolves.
Right, so I believe this is Mystico on Dazzle, because he's the one that always plays Dazzle. I can't know for sure because they all have these.
Yeah, I don't know why they have their team tags, and then it's not. Maybe because it's not ticketed.
So Smash on the Windrunner, but you know Smash Repastor, Van on the Alchemist, Finger on Slaughter as Mionigri, and I think that's a stand-in. I'm not quite sure, but I think Orange is actually just hey. He's not
Masoku. Yeah.
Masoku.
Whoa, both runes get actually a lot of fighting. Smash may go down here. Oh, they need more damage, and Focus can't get in range. Needs one more attack. Ruffy gets it. I didn't expect the Windrunner to actually go down, but that Arctic Burn level 1, that is ridiculous. So.
It's a pretty stupid spell, honestly.
Yeah, I love this thing. We're seeing it a lot this patch where they send dual lanes. Oh, Van is in fact rocking the mid. Maybe just because Smash died. You know how some teams... I've seen that before. But I think it's in response. I see a lot of dual mids in this patch where the mid gets their support to come in and just help them get the first wave.
Yeah, I mean, Winter Wyvern got a great costless Smash spells that burns away half your health for God knows what. Yeah. What reason.
Yeah, it's balanced apparently.
It doesn't really cost her anything. She's not... If the offlaner doesn't really need to be zoned because your regular support is doing it, it's not actually costing you anything. That's efficient.
And we can see Dazzle already taking a lot of hate up here. It looks like Tiny used an Avalanche, and just hit Dazzle with it, low health pool. I'm not sure how this top lane should go. I actually feel like the tri lane is in favor of Isurus, and they're doing some more Arctic Burn, but I don't think they can catch up, and we have a pause. I feel like the tri lane is in favor of Isurus. They might be able to get something done here, but it's hard with Shallow Grave.
Yeah, gotta hand it to them. Both Mystico and Stinger are very disciplined a lot of time to not get caught out in bad positions. I think it's really rare that you actually force them to use their spells in a way that they can't save both of each other.
Yeah. So, I have no idea what we're saying. I'm pretty sure it's something about mice. Clearly their houses are infested with mice. Crap. Isurus is from Argentina, I forgot that. I accidentally said Viva Brazil instead of Argentina, which is... Oh, well, it's fine. I also wonder, it looks like Windrunner, she's gonna have a really great time in bottom. It feels like Earthshaker can't do much here except maybe get the creep wave back to him a little. I don't know how you play this lane against a Windrunner. It feels like she has too much kill potential.
Yeah, this is a really awkward lane. She can basically freely harass him, and there's very little he can do.
Especially since it's the long lane? Like...
Yeah. I mean, I suppose if the Earthshaker is really talented, maybe he can do something around level 5, level 6. He can manage to not die and keep the levels around the same, which is in and out of itself really difficult. Yeah. But at some point, you might be able to trap her and force her to run into him.
Yeah, so...
But that's the best he can do.
Yeah, not feeling great. And we already see Van is doing a lot of harassment to the Templar Assassin. Can he, with the acid spray, does it get better with Psyblades, or is she screwed in this lane, to put it not so politely?
I mean, you get more range, but the acid spray is fungus. I think that's what's going to be nerfed on that hero. Honestly, if you look at the range of the spell, it goes from almost the entire river. Pretty ridiculous. Like, you don't even have to, I guess.
Yeah.
It goes everywhere.
Yeah. I've seen a couple people, some of the SFs I've seen play will, as you said, they go into the river like this, and they're able to very kind of stay out of the acid spray, but it doesn't work as a TA, so just gonna miss out. Now, at least the creep wave will push under her tower, so it feels like she should be able to get the lost hits still.
I think she will be banking a lot on just stacking those ancients, back.
Yeah. But Earthshaker, in the meantime, he has picked up Boots, first item. I also always wonder about Ancient stacks. It feels like these days it's a bit harder to do them, just because of the buffs to the Ancients. TA still can with splash damage. I know she needs probably more points in refractions to make it easier. Right? Or...
Yeah, a bit more, but it's at least level 3.
Yeah. And
she would need help.
Yeah. Algodonchan doing a really good job of harassing them, but they're just tanking the creep wave, making sure it pushes back, and not too much gonna happen there. So, also Io died, and I completely missed that, I think.
Was I was gonna mention. Yeah. He just died.
What happened? Was it just Bounty Hunter ran him down?
Yeah, well, I mean, you got caught where Slaughter could summon, then you got heal bombed and hit with the Orb of Venom.
Yeah, we haven't... A lot of people think because of the nerf to the vision on the track that Bounty Hunter is a bit useless, but he's still a real pain, like with what he's doing to Van right now. Orb of Venom giving, just making it hard to escape. And no mana on Algodonchan. So... I don't know. Looks like they're trying to turn around. Does he have a mango? He doesn't have a mango. Not quite sure what Algodonchan's doing here. I don't think they'll be able to... Oh, because they have Ruffy coming in. But can he get enough for Algodonchan to be healed all the way up before Van goes down? He does have a Cold Embrace. Here comes the Slaughter, though. And that stun, it doesn't seem like enough. I think Io might get... Oh, Templar Assassin is DC'd as well. This is, Not how I like my Dota to go. I think that they can kill both Van and Ruffy here, even though they have a lot of physical damage on E-Wolves.
Yeah. Stinger still got 4-stick charges. there's boots on the bounty hunter. They might have been able to turn it around, but Wisp was still level 1, so he couldn't overcharge and cause damage to himself. So even if he bottled, Benny's sort of coming back. I don't know what he's...
Actually, I think you all cutting in and out now a little bit. I don't know if you're open mic or push to talk. We might want to try... We might want to try push to talk to make sure it stays open, because sometimes at the end of your sentences, you disappear.
Alright, I'll try that.
Okay. Just costing things. So, and once again, folks, I know we've got suddenly a lot of people are trickling in. This is game 1 between Isurus and E-Wolves. It started a bit late. That's usually how Dota goes. And, this is the lower bracket, but whoever wins this advances to the MLG League, which is what you can see. I think it's happening this weekend. So, and, yeah. I also think, look at Dazzle. He's in a bit of a... He's gonna take a lot of creep damage. Of course, he can heal up, so... I don't know.
Yeah, he's got a Solemn himself, so yeah. I don't know if he's gonna use that.
Okay, let's see if the Slithering Crush is gonna come out. Y'all can look at the glory of the huge range. Oh, they're going, but he's gonna he's completely immune to everything, and now they're toning it around. Dazzle still has, no, he doesn't have mana for the Shallow Grave, but at the same time, Wyvern taking a lot of damage. Can they do anything? No, everybody's just gonna be low. Tiny's coming back in. He has the Avalanche. He does also potentially have the Toss. He's just letting them escape, but instead they're going in Bounty Hunter. He can just turn invisible again. Oh, they dust. One more auto attack for Ruffy, and he gets it before he gets put in the Winter's Curse. They can't do too much. Oh, Ruffy getting bashed. And that'll be it. He got bashed there, right? Yeah, he didn't have any points in Poison Touch. How unlucky that the Slaughter got a bash as he was tethering away.
Slaughter doesn't have points in bash. I don't know
Wait, then what stopped him?
I think it just, instead of tethering to Tiny, tethered to Winter Wyvern.
And it didn't move him enough. Okay. Yes, I misspoke. I assumed he had to have gotten bashed because I don't know how he managed that. So, but a 1-for-1, I feel like that's even, and it felt a little bit, just looking over the team fight, it felt a little bit like Tiny. He should have maybe gone on the easier target of Slaughter instead of the invisible guy, or am I wrong?
I thought that was like a decent choice. Bounty Hunter was easier to kill. Well, did they get him?
Yeah, they got him. They dusted for him.
I was getting paranoid for a second.
Yeah, no, they got him. He just is like level 2-1, so he takes forever to respawn. I mean, no time to respawn. So,
Lara still had about 300 health with the 7 armor and without shield, so it's really tough to bring down.
Yeah. That's a good point. Auto attack's not gonna hurt him as much. Dazzle, although, didn't, for most of that engagement, have enough mana for Shallow Grave, which I think was part of the problem. He used the Shadow Wave to heal everyone up, but I feel like it doesn't do as much level 1 either for healing or anything, and I'm not quite sure if it was as impactful as maybe a Shallow Grave run at them would have been.
I think that was a good choice. I mean, he deals damage too by doing it, so that was like a big part of actually getting the kill. I don't... Like, these are also split-second decisions, so he might have just shadow waved and then realized he can grave.
I mean, really, with all the pausing, is it split-second? No, I'm pretty sure they're having technical issues. Unfortunately, I'm not even sure if it's Spanish or Portuguese. That's how horrible of a person I am. Is crap, and I'm pretty sure they're having technical and maybe some issues with their mice and TS and so on, because we had those earlier.
So, basically Brown is saying...
Oh, you know? Excellent.
There's a problem with my computer. I am going to restart.
Okay.
And then Pink is saying, sorry, I know this is frustrating playing this way with all the pause.
Oh.
And then he says, I'm aware of it.
That's so nice. This is like so much more polite than North American Dota where they like yell at each other. I was expecting it to be like, I slept with your mom. And then the other one's like, yeah, well I slept with your mom too. So that's really nice.
I actually have not had issues with E-Wolves at all. They're pretty polite. Yeah. I think it's... I mean, did we talk about Unknown, or was that just...
Oh, I mean, we can talk about it now. I think everybody, we all have watched the streams where Unknown drops their items. I find it, like, hard to watch at the same time as I like the confidence, I guess, but it's also like, dude, that's kind of max bad-mannered. But they're good to back it up, so I don't know what to say.
I thought game 1 it was limit okay because it basically means call GG. Like, I think they were getting upset at the fact that DC would not call it. And just
it's almost rude, right? Not to call GG?
It gets annoying over time. Like, when you know you're down so much, it's just call the game and you go next, right?
Yeah. So.
But then the game after, they did it in the laning phase, which that's kind of.
And they lost. That was the best, like the worst part. They like did all these cutesy, oh look at us dropping our items and showing off, and then they lost the game, and it was a bit, hey, maybe you should have played a bit more seriously. They have 10 minutes of pause time, right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure you have 10 minutes and that's it. So, we're gonna be going back in. I don't think we'll have more action at top, and if we have later issues with players connecting and so on, I have some of the admins on Skype that I can ask to help out, because they're always up for dropping the hammer of justice. It turns out that kill was like a little bit, apparently, gold favor for E-Wolves. I'm not quite sure why, but it felt like they got the kill second, so they shouldn't have, but that's okay. Either way,
I can't say.
Yeah, I don't know
exactly why.
It's just life.
Maybe it's because both Bounty Hunter and Dazzle are actually so poor. If you look at their net worth, it's like 900, 800. But I think this is exactly what Evils want, because even if they tie, well, bottom there's bigger dying.
Yeah, that went down really quickly. The Bounty Hunter again just came in and was a bit of a problem. So, I feel like he's having fantastic game impact already. 5 minutes in, 2 kills, involvement. He actually has both of the kills. So.
Meanwhile, top.
Yeah.
Dazzle's almost dead.
Yeah, Dazzle's probably gonna go down here. They've caught him out. He eats his way out of the little tidy hole, and now maybe turning it around, getting a lot of mana. There's gonna be a slithering crush, and Slaughter, he's just sprinting away. That sprint with the added phase bonus just seems unstoppable.
It's definitely something that this hero needed.
He's pretty trash here. They're going. Well, Algadonchen went so far, he's not going to get the combo, but he might be able to catch up. I don't know, he may go down for this, he may be punished. Oh, there's a shallow grave if they wanted, and now Isurus realizing they've overextended. Here comes that Bounty Hunter who's been doing so much killing, and I'm pretty sure Van is the attempted bait, but Bounty Hunter is chasing. Van is giving up his life. It's not Van. I'm just going to call him Knuckles. No, I'm going to call him Van, because I read. And Hee trying to get something done. Ruffy taking a lot of damage here. Holy cow, below half health, and I actually think Bounty Hunter could finish him off if he wanted. I also hear the joyful sounds of rage, but that is not actually going to be finished. And Ruffy is stuck on the high ground, in case you weren't watching.
Yes.
So,
he's going to be able to get down, so no harm, no foul.
This is Dota. They're having a bit of a rough time. It's kind of funny. This game's already been a bit funny. Nice to hear that the players are all really nice to each other, though. Do you think, I've seen some of the tinies just because he's a hero who needs stats. Do you go drums, or do you just rush, Tread's Aghanims here?
I think he may be forced to get stats. He's really poor right now compared to both the Alchemist, Windrunner, and Slaughter.
Yeah. It's, what's the right way to say it? It's not great for him to have to go for it. You know, you'd love to be rocking Ags, Treads, and Blink as soon as possible, but I think Drum's valuable. Dang it. I am not doing so well on the kills today with catching them, and it's shameful. I've missed like 3. We were not going to discuss it. But as we talked about, this bottom lane seeming really hard for an Earthshaker, and with the Bounty Hunter roaming around, just not much he can do. What do you do if you're... Okay, so Earthshaker, he can't jungle or anything. What do you do if you're losing the lane this hard?
Not sure I know what their plan was. I thought actually Clockwork might have been a great pick. He's insanely good against Windrunner because he basically nullifies their Windrun.
Yeah. But didn't look like they wanted it up top. We have, just casual sprinting around. And Wyvern is stacking up Ancients for TA. But I'm actually really impressed. TA has the most lost hits. I think the Alk is ahead just because of that Grievel's Greed. He's putting, he's maxing it. I'm used to seeing folks maybe max the Acid Spray for more kill potential.
Yeah, but in this case, I don't think he wants people to be in his lane that much. Like, he doesn't really think it's... Alchemist is these kind of heroes that if you miss the kill, it really costs you a lot of gold, like, creep-wise. So I don't think he particularly cares or he feels threatened at all, so...
Oh, they're gonna kill Ruffy. He's just standing there. His balls didn't manage to see the slaughter, and they just walked on him. I thought the Wisp balls gave vision, and now they're going on Link Fox again. Just gonna use that focus fire. Cold Embrace, though, and now Smash. I think he's gonna go down, trying to use the power shot. He has to wind run away. No, he just wants to get the kill. I think... Oh, wow. Wyvern got the kill first. I think Smash decided he was dead there and just went for it, you know?
Yeah, I think he was pretty certain he was gonna die, so might as well get the gold.
And for some reason, tanking the tower, like, took half of his health in the tower for Dazzle. And up top, we have Tiny. There's a Tosh. They actually managed to put him in range, and now, Ball's hitting him in the face with the dust. They have killed off that Bounty Hunter. I don't think, as we've talked about, Slaughter super tanky. He's just... Oh no, they actually get the toss out on him, and now... Oh... Slithering Crush doesn't hit the IO, but he's not exactly the damage dealer in this lane. And as we talked about, Tiny starts with 0 armor. I didn't know it was that bad. I thought he maybe started with 1.
No, I mean, this hero has a lot of starting HP, and he has 3 HP gain, I think. If he had that armor, he would be pretty unbalanced as a hero.
And it looks like Link Fox tried to come top to see if he could get something done, obviously having a rough time in that bottom lane. He's actually level 6, so as much as he's died, he got levels. And Link Fox going ham, gonna take Weave, and now he's running around. He might just kill off Algodonchan if they're not careful. Link Fox gonna be the target of choice. He's taking so much damage without armor. He needs to do something before he just kills him off. I'm pretty sure Bounty Hunter's just getting a kill here. He's just gonna auto-attack once and Shuriken. Oh, the fissure! He walked into a sentry and he's dead! Are you kidding? He was right on the range of that when the fissure came out. How do you feel when that happens? Like,
pretty sour, pretty salty.
Like, there's no way to counter that, right? And now Ruffy probably gonna be the return. Oh, he pops up. Can he tether to anyone? He doesn't manage to get up to the high ground. He's dead. So this game, a bit silly. I think it's kind of a weird game and kind of funny. We've got a toss. Yeah, this should be a dead Slaughter. So they do manage to kill the Slaughter, and very much worth, but again, Earthshaker goes down. Dazzle is almost dead, but I don't think Tiny has a mechanism for getting over there in time.
He actually solo killed the Earthshaker.
Yeah, he was a bit low, if I recall correctly. Oh, go for it! He gets the stun! He needs the auto attack still, though! And Dazzle has enough with 1 charge just for another heal, so Tiny needs some sort of mana. He's got his boots on mana. He's gonna maybe cut him off. There's gonna be a heal coming out, and suddenly, Algodonchan... No, he has Wisp. He's dead. Okay. I thought... Oh, here comes Slaughter. This engagement's never gonna end! Slithering Crush, he can hit 2 with this. He goes for it, but he misses on both of them. Wisp, I think, adding a little bit of move speed, and there's gonna be a toss and a smash. I don't know whether that fissure was good or not, but still Slaughter. I don't think Io has bottle charges left. He doesn't, so they have to play very carefully. Slaughter amp damaging up everyone, but Balls should finish him off. Okay, that whole exchange just seemed really comical to me. Everybody really low. Everybody kind of getting Benny Haunted, I like to call it. I mean,
this game is insane.
And now Van, he's going out. Oh, Winter's Curse on him, but he's taking no damage because of the chemical rage. Finally goes down. Yeah, you were saying this game very funny?
Yeah, this game is insane. I'm so glad. I think I'm pretty glad we switched to this game. This is...
I don't even think we had odds to get into the other one. A Shackle out on Ruffy, and actually the blink from Algodonchan almost made the Shackle latch, I think. So, what... I mean, is it just that the tri-lane is a bit wonky, it gives hype because they have so much sustain with a Dazzle and Io? Is that why these kills are just constantly happening and teamfights going forever? Or is there something I'm missing? Like, did we
hit... like a mix of that and both teams wanting to be really aggressive.
Yeah.
I understand why Evils wants to do it, I'm not sure. I think Isurus figured out. Oh, meanwhile, there's a relocate top. Oh
gosh, yeah, Dazzle was almost going down in mid. Relocate top, but nothing happens. They kill off the Windrunner. Now here comes Hee. Do they have anything? No, Snalda is coming in. Where's the Slithering Crush? But they toss him instead, and I don't know where you're relocating to. In the meantime, TA kills Alk. Don't even get to see that. I think ES is going down. Yeah, Dazzle lost hits him. Actually, Slaughter gets it. And Algodonchan, you are in the wrong neighborhood, but he tosses combo, and they manage to kill off Slaughter. And now with the Wisp back from his relocate trip, they're going to be doing a lot of damage. And Balls, does he have a shallow grave? Of course he bloody does. But there's gonna be a toss in a few seconds. But he might go down first. He has to be very careful with the amp damage. Can Bounty Hunter get in range? Ruffy, I don't think he has. Oh, they had a stun. One more auto attack. They can't see him. Can the Balls hit him? Can he? Oh, he can't. Okay, I'm sorry, it's really hard to call this seriously. I don't know why this game is just giving me the giggles. It just seems really silly. And now here comes the shackle shot. This is, oh no, the cold embrace, power shot, but he needs to get it somehow. Does he have a tether? He has a tether up, no one to tether to. Io goes down. Maybe actually Smash could kill Van if Van plays out of position at all, but I think we're finally done with whatever this top engagement was.
Are we casting a CIS game?
I know, so, see, South American games have a lot of kills as well. I'm used to them having 2 kills a minute, but it's just really funny, this one, because people, I keep thinking they're going to survive because there's so much sustain, and then they go down. I completely missed the TA kill on Alk mid. She probably just got off a good meld strike, maybe had some help. I mean, he doesn't have any, how much armor does Alk start with? Okay, it looks like he does begin with a little bit of armor, but he doesn't have good stats gain, because he has Greevil's Greed.
He's at -6 armor when she meld strikes him, so he actually goes down really fast.
Yeah. And, I'm not even sure who's ahead. Definitely on kills, you might think Isurus is up. They're a little bit ahead in gold. Oh gosh, is that gonna be another shackle? It is. Of course it is. Smash lands his shackles, uses the power shot actually. Something we haven't talked about is Focus Fire is nice against TA to pop through those refractions.
Yeah, it's a pretty good way to get... She's one of the only heroes that doesn't do so terribly 1v1 against TA.
Yeah. But, I feel like it says on the scoreboard that Isurus is, you know, a little bit ahead. They're actually a lot ahead in experience, but I feel like this is still anybody's game. One team fight, and as I say that, Van goes down to Io. I missed that. Icona Fanboy, Smash, caught in a little bit of a bad spot because of the fissure, but he's got backup. And, Alpha Donjon actually took some acid spray damage unnecessarily there, so that's... That'll
you know, Pepita's sneaking in the Roche.
Yeah, oh, can he? Oh, he has the Deso, yeah. He can solo this with Deso and Meld. Of course, you put Roche at a lot of minus armor. It's nice to have help, but they also don't have any idea on E-Wolves. Something I find interesting about TA from last patch, a lot of heroes' vision got nerfed, right? In 6.85. It feels like TA didn't receive that nerf with the... Oh, okay, he was just farming. I heard the stun, the avalanche, but TA didn't get the vision nerf with the traps. And I don't know whether that just made her a lot better, because so many other heroes got vision nerfs.
I mean, it's always a huge advantage to have vision of Roach, but I think what was our bigger advantage is that basically now, or minus armor, because Medallion is less of an item you want, is more exclusive as a skill, sort of like Vengeful Spirit.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Now, I need you to explain this to me. Smash has a Glove of Haste, a Mithril Hammer, so I'm pretty sure that's a Maelstrom, and then a Perseverance. Lincoln Sphere Lotus Orb? But what?
Casual Perseverance, I guess?
I think... What does it go into? Like, I'm not coming up with anything that I think is fantastic here.
I think he was getting it for lane sustain, but he's anticipating turning it into a Lincoln Sphere, so at least he can react to not getting instantly Winter's Cursed.
Yeah. It's kind of odd. Does it stop? Oh, alright, Link Fox goes down on that Earthshaker. He just caught him out. Has the track up. Pretty good timing on that, actually. He's level 8, 16 minutes in, which I think is good. But now there... Oh, Alka's in the wrong part of town. There's a blink if they want it. Also, Tiny almost has Ags. But, I feel like we have an engagement up top. Oh gosh, Dazzle taking a lot of damage. There's the Winter's Curse on Smash. He's gonna get Arctic burned up with the weave, but here comes the stun, and now Smash has nothing he can do. Oh, they actually throw onto Dazzle. They don't stack it all onto Smash, and he's trying to power shot. He gets a kill on the Wyvern, but of course loses his life. And is there an Slithering Crush? Not for 2 more seconds. Oh gosh, he needs to use it. He needs to run. There's the sprint, but they might know where he's going, and Tiny, he blinks forwards. He should have the Avalanche. He has the Avalanche Toss combo. I'm not quite sure why he didn't use it there. Maybe just didn't quite see the slaughter. It's daytime though, so a bit surprised. And Isurus is still chasing. He, of course, can't invis. Oh, the TP out from the slaughter. He gets caught up. They don't have any dust between the two of them, so a nice escape at the very least for E-Wolves. And if he catches Ruffy, oh gosh, he knows not to go back in there. And beautiful, beautiful stun from the Alk. I don't even know when the Alk came back into mid, but now, no, what are you doing? He goes down, and so does Slaughter. I'm so confused because it felt like Alk was just pushing the tower while the rest of them fought. And
yeah, this is.
he's gonna pay with it with his life.
Oh my god.
Yeah, because he has the Ags up on Tiny. No, he has it in this. No, he hasn't full boarded out. Is it on the Courier? I know he was really close. Yeah, it's on the Courier.
Yeah,
So.
it's completed now. I mean, I've been wanting to say that for a while, but the stops have not ceased ever since. But Isurus had a really awful, I thought, laning start where Tiny was so poor. Now they've just magically recovered from all these.
Magically 10-0. He's 10-0 and 8. Like, that'll get you a recovery, it turns out.
Yeah, I just meant, like, yeah, completely nothing, so, you know, you would think would not be able to get kills, but...
And we were discussing how he felt like his start was so bad he had to go the drums, but just because he had so much kill involvement in those fights, ended up being one of the survivors really often, he is stacked. And now maybe gonna kill off Dazzle. No, walking away, Fissure on the wrong side, but here comes the relocate. Here comes the rest of the team, gonna try to TP out, but there's the toss disrupting it, and Dazzle needs to... I don't know if the team can back him up. They're going in, but I don't think this is a good play. So... oof. I think they're just gonna back out. Wyvern using that Arctic Bone being a pain in the ass. Oh no, they're actually going still on Slaughter. He may fall if the balls can hit him. He's trying to juke up. He doesn't have anything though, and just gonna fall. What do you do here as E-Wolves? Is your game plan total? I don't feel like a out can play from behind.
Yeah, this has gone from really easy to really hard. Super fast. I think Isurus has a really large amount of map control. I don't know how effectively Van will be able to farm from here, and basically every time Roshan is up, Isurus is going to do it really fast and really easily.
Now, can Bounty Hunter, right? He can definitely give you a lot of gold with the track and so on. I'm not sure if this is going to be enough, but it's certainly a start.
Well, engagement top.
Oh gosh, yeah, that is the Aegis. Smash manages to use it up there, but here is Io seeing... Oh, he kills off Smash, are you kidding me? What level are those balls? And what's actually coming into play here is Smash doesn't have any health items. Since he hasn't rushed the Ags, he's so squishy.
Yeah, this... I don't know if you've seen, but this Wisp is fat. Just bought a Yules.
Yeah, I've seen, I've been watching a lot of Complexity because I get to call some of their games, and, Z-Freak likes to play this, like, no-boots Wisp, but this Wisp is, oh, okay, Slaughter taking quite a bit of damage from the Tiny, he should be able to get out fine. But yeah, this Wisp has a Yules, he has a Ghost Scepter? Like, he no longer cares about their minus Oma strat.
Yeah, this is gonna be pretty hard to kill him.
I don't know exactly what is the play for E-Wolves. Again, I do think, okay, if this goes really late... Actually, if this goes really late, I still give the advantage to Isurus. It feels like they have a significantly superior late-game team.
Yeah, I think the only way they win is they simply out-execute Isurus and force them into bad fights. And they look like they have a pretty bad disadvantage right now. It's 12k XP and 10k gold, but... At the same time, if you kill the Tiny and on a track kill, that's almost like a 2 to 3k swing just killing one hero.
Yeah, I think killing the Tiny with a track kill might even be 5k or something ridiculous because they are so very far behind. So, I don't know. But I think Windrunner really needs to go the Ags now, even if it is just to tank up. But here comes Tiny. Maybe Algodonchan gonna do something. And Bounty Hunter being stalked a little bit by TA. They both know that the other is there. Can you smoke gank? Try to go for the Tiny or something? I know it's hard to smoke gank a team. Oh, okay. I saw Dazzle up there and was really confused. Like, he goes down to one combo. I'm not quite sure why he was there.
I can't say I know either. He didn't place a ward down. I think he was just there to protect Smash, and then he decided it was either him or Smash, so he was just like, kill me, hey, I'm here. Look at me over here, don't go for Smash.
Oh, they try to get the shackle, it doesn't latch on Roofy, so he can just tether away. And the Wyvern has a gem, so they're getting de-warded now as well for E-Wolves. Their map vision is going to be horrendous. Okay, we gotta brainstorm ways for them to get back into this. I feel like they gotta get the smoke gank of godliness. You know, they gotta smoke gank and somehow kill both the Tiny and the TA without Wisp relocating them away to safety.
Isurus have been I mean, that would be preferable, but I think that's would probably do more bad for them than good.
Oh gosh, Echo Slam on Hee and kills him with a fissure! Holy cow, what is this game? What have we signed up for? You were saying about smoke ganks and chances and how's Tiny...
I think Isurus is pretty good at sticking up together, and they still have like a lot of their towers up.
Yeah.
So if they try something that's too smoking, that's too obvious, it might just because Isurus is seeing a really large part of the map right now.
Yep.
So I think they'll probably suspect something if they do, and then you might be to a point where like you just all your team dies, and then there's literally no hope left.
Yeah, and I find it kind of funny. There have been a few relocates, but I feel like Io's effectiveness, and of course this is part of the hero, but his ability to tether in and heal people up has been way more impactful than relocates. They don't seem to be doing that many relocates, and it just feels like keeping people alive in those early skirmishes got Tiny so rich.
Indeed, credit to them. I was heavily doubting their strat. They're instantly killing Roshan again.
Yeah, look at it go. Ruffy's just chillaxing. Ready to receive more gold. What do you go on a farmed wisp? It's fantastic to be a farmed wisp, but what do you build? Because we don't see this usually.
Maybe he's gonna be able to afford a Lotus Orb.
Okay, that was an illusion? Okay, Tiny went on an Alk illusion, so... Yeah, Lotus Orb, kinda good here, it feels.
I think the only way somebody dies on Isurus if he gets shackled for the full, like, 4 seconds and then dies. So maybe if they just Lotus Orb somebody who's up on the high ground.
And it's kind of funny, this Slaughter, I think he's working on his Blink now. It feels like he needed it earlier. I know it can be hard to farm, but 4-star Fireball. Oh no! There's a bots into bottom lane, Alk. That's not where you want to be. You need to run all the way away. He should be fine here. He got slowed a little bit, but where is the rest of his team? No one. Oh, there's a relocate gank. Is Tiny coming in? They're gonna use the ult. It's not enough. Van goes down. He does get the smash. I thought maybe it was a self-deny, but not quite. So he either unstable concoction went off, but yeah, Tiny just gets this tower. Focus is stunned up, but now they go back in. Windrunner realizing she cannot stay here at all. Smash needs to leave. He getting shallow grave preemptively, and I don't want to say it, but I think this game is over.
Yeah, this is gonna be really hard.
Oh, a nice shackle to the catapult. That's new, everyone. And yeah, a blink in by Tiny again. I just think they're gonna take the racks. He getting shallow graved up again. This time saving his life. He's trying to bounce around that Shuriken, and he is dusted up, so he is just going to go down. They're losing the melee racks. They're gonna lose the melee now afterwards. And Icona Fanboy. Oh, MKB up on focus already. Pepita doing work. Yeah, this is Dunsky. We don't see a way back in unless maybe Isurus fountain dives, and twice.
Yeah, I thought maybe the way like Pepita actually has full damage but no high HP, but the way evils are just dying one by one, it's making it just impossible.
Oh, and actually they managed to kill out the Tiny. They've only lost one set of racks here. Pepita's Aegis is gone. Can they do anything? There is the police outside my place apparently. Van taking a lot of damage, but the relocate out. They should be able to get the IO here, but it's not gonna be enough, and I don't think they can find Pepita at all. So there's gonna be a shackle. Oh no, can they get him? They don't see him. They know they've stunned him, but he's gonna just blink up. And oh, they put down the acid spray. But Pepita can wait. They need to get some dust. And oh, in comes Alka Donchen. He bought back. Relocate in. Alka's down. Van is dead. Windrunner is dead. So I don't think without Smash or Van, both who, I don't know if Van bought out, but I know Smash did. So that's our GG.
Good game.
Yeah, and sorry about the police there at the end, folks. I had the window open because it's warm here. And yeah. So either way, that was a quick game. We'll be headed right into a game 2. I hope it's as action-packed, and yeah, let's hop to it. So.
Wow, that was really entertaining, I gotta say.
Yeah, I was like super impressed with that being the game we got to watch. Anyway, I'm gonna go to the splash screen. Once again, I'm Llama Down Under. I'd love your feedback on how to get better. Feel free to hit me up on Twitter, Twitch, Facebook as Llama Down Under. I've been joined by the wonderful Goodnight. I have his Twitter handle on the screen. You can follow him on Twitter. And yeah, we'll be headed into a game 2, folks. So gonna get us there shortly. Thanks again.